Life is not your enemy. It is not the person who doubts you. It is not the economy, bad timing, or your circumstances. The most dangerous person in your life is the version of you that gets within reach of something extraordinary and then quietly pulls away. The frightening part, most of the time, you don't even realize you're doing it. Think back to a moment when life was finally moving in the right direction. Maybe a relationship was becoming stronger. Maybe your career was gaining momentum. Maybe you were building better habits and starting to believe in yourself. Then, almost without warning, something changed. You stopped showing up. You delayed one important decision. You convinced yourself the timing wasn't right. From the outside, it looked like bad luck. But what if it wasn't? What if your greatest obstacle has never been outside you, but hidden inside you all along? Psychologists often describe this pattern as self-sabotage, but beneath the surface it is usually something much deeper. Fear, wearing the mask of logic. Here's what makes it so difficult to recognize. Your brain evolved to protect you long before it evolved to help you chase ambitious goals. Throughout human history, unfamiliar situations often carried real danger. Even today, those ancient survival systems can mistake growth, change, and uncertainty for threats. Success feels unfamiliar. Responsibility feels unfamiliar. A bigger opportunity feels unfamiliar. So your mind tries to protect you the only way it knows how. It whispers, maybe later. You're not ready. What if you fail? The excuses sound logical, which is exactly why they're so convincing. But here's the twist almost nobody sees. Your mind isn't trying to ruin your future. It's trying to protect you, using an outdated map. Carl Jung expressed this idea in one of his most famous insights. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Many people who repeatedly sabotage themselves are not lazy, weak, or incapable. They're following invisible beliefs they never consciously chose. Beliefs shaped by childhood experiences, repeated messages, disappointments, and emotional conditioning. Many psychologists believe that some of our deepest beliefs begin forming during early childhood, and unless we become aware of them, they continue influencing our choices for years. Beliefs like, if I stand out, people will judge me. If I succeed, I'll disappoint someone. If I fail, I'll prove everyone right. These stories quietly move from your thoughts into your decisions until one day they begin writing your future without your permission. But here's where everything changes. Self-sabotage is rarely self-destruction. More often it's self-protection, applied in the wrong place. The part of you creating resistance genuinely believes it's keeping you safe. It simply hasn't realized that your life has changed. The fears that once protected you may now be preventing you from becoming the person you're capable of becoming. And the moment you recognize that pattern, you stop fighting yourself. Instead, you begin understanding yourself. Awareness weakens what unconsciousness controls. So what can you do, starting today? For the next 7 days, pay attention to the exact moment you feel resistance towards something that could improve your life. Before you walk away, pause for 2 minutes and ask yourself one honest question. If this actually works, what am I afraid might change? Write down the first answer without judging it. Then look back at your past. Have you walked away from opportunity just before they became real? Have you abandoned goals when success was finally within reach? Have you ended relationships just as they started becoming meaningful? Those moments are not random. They reveal patterns, and patterns can be changed. The next time your mind tells you to quit, delay, or stay small, don't immediately believe it. Instead, ask yourself, is this actually true, or does it simply feel familiar? Familiar often feels safe, but safe is not always where growth happens. Finally, tell someone you trust what you're trying to build. Ask them to challenge you if they notice you pulling back. Accountability doesn't just build discipline. It shines light on patterns you might never notice alone. Marcus Aurelius wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Real transformation begins the moment you stop fighting the world and start understanding yourself. You are not held back because you lack intelligence. You are not held back because you missed the perfect opportunity. In many cases, you're held back because an older version of you is still trying to protect you from a future that no longer exists. Success doesn't require a perfect plan. It requires the courage to stop abandoning the one you're already building. The life you've been searching for isn't waiting on the other side of luck. It's waiting on the other side of self-awareness. Because the greatest victory you'll ever achieve is not over your circumstances, but over the invisible patterns that have been quietly making your decisions all along.